Hey, Fragrance Junkie Gang, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome. We are nearing the end of the month, so it is time for me to share with you all the hygiene products that I emptied. I got my good old Empties bags, and I decided to start with the hand soaps this time because I don't have that many to go through. If you watch my channel, then you already know how I feel about In the Stars. I love it in all forms, and I absolutely enjoyed it in the hand soap. I believe I got this one back in 2022. I lucked up and got this one at the outlet. I think I used all of them. I probably snagged at least 6 of these. I think I gifted 1 or 2 to my mom, and I think this was my last one. So if I come across In the Stars again in the hand soap, it's an absolute repurchase for me. Another fragrance that I fell in love with when it was first released in candle form is Book Loft. So I was super excited to see it in the hand soap. Anytime I see Book Loft in the hand soap, I always scoop it up. Then we have Japanese Cherry Blossom, one of the most hated fragrances at BBW, but I love her. Now, this was the gel formula, and I said I was going to switch over to the gel formulation because the foaming soaps were drying to my hands. However, these gel soaps get a little messy around the nozzle. I think I only have one more gel formulation, and that is in Snowflakes and Cashmere. So as much as I can't stand the fact that the foaming soaps dry my hands out mostly in the winter time, I think I'm gonna just continue with those because these, when you use them, the gel formula kind of gets messy and then it builds up around the nozzle and it drives me crazy. But I love Japanese Cherry Blossom in all forms, so this would definitely be a repurchase, just not in the gel formulation. Then we have Warm Amber and Oak. I think Bath & Body Works did an amazing job with the packaging of the hand soaps and candles that came out with this design last fall. This was beautiful. I had this in my bathroom. Scent notes, golden amber, creamy vanilla, and oak wood. So a nice amber, perfumey fragrance. So really enjoyed this one. And if it came back, I would repurchase it. Another fave of mine is the Aromatherapy Lavender and Vanilla. This is another one I love in all forms, whether it's candle, hand soap, body care, always will be a repurchase. Terracotta Canyon. This, I believe, I purchased in 2021. I hope this comes back in the hand soap form. Wouldn't be opposed to this one getting released in a candle form. This has scent notes of golden amber, desert jasmine, and warm sandalwood. This one, if you love sandalwood, this was a beautiful fragrance that had a noticeable presence of sandalwood in it. It leaned masculine, slightly cologne-y, but I love this in my bathroom, and I think I stocked up on this one, and this one was my last one. So hopefully Terracotta Canyon will make a return. It definitely had like this dry desert vibe to the overall scent profile, so really enjoyed this one. Another scent that I absolutely love, Mountain Teakwood. This is like the fresh outdoorsy version of the teakwood fragrances that Bath & Body Works releases. I fell in love with it in candle form when it first came out, so when I saw it in the hand soap, had to have it. Absolutely love this packaging. If it comes back this fall, definitely a repurchase. Rose and Amber was another one. With me being a rose fragrance lover, I had to have it. I think I only purchased 2 and this was my last one. So if this one was the return again, I would definitely repurchase it. And then I finally went through my White Tea and Sage hand soap refill. I currently have this one at my kitchen sink, but I also use it in the bathrooms as well. I got a good amount of use out of this refill. I want to say I was able to refill my hand soap dispenser at least 3 full times. Like I was able to fill it up 3 to 3.5 times. So these are really good to have. I love White Tea and Sage, again, in all forms. I usually try to stick to what I know I'll enjoy. So that's why all of these hand soaps you see is like, oh, she would rebuy all of them. Yes, I would, because I try to stick to what I like. But absolutely love White Tea and Sage. And I'm definitely considering, if more fragrances come out that I like in these refills, then I would definitely grab these when they go on sale. Okay, next up, I want to go over the skincare and hair care because I don't have a lot of that. I just recently started using these clean towels. That's the name of the brand, I believe, Clean Towels. And I know that you could get other alternative brands because this does retail for like 18 bucks on Amazon. But I get the 50 extra large, and what I do is I cut them in half because they're super big. And when I cut them in half, it's about the size of the large towel. So I actually double the amount of product for the price point that I pay, so I don't mind. Now, I was using regular white washcloths that I would rotate like every 3 days. I have oily skin and sometimes it can be acne prone as well. So with me using the washcloths, of course, over time, no matter how much you wash them, they start to get dingy and you just can't revive them. So I do prefer this as a cleaner option. Some will probably say it's wasteful, but this works for me. I've noticed a big difference in my skin overall with using these disposable towels, and I just repurchased another box. So definitely, I love these. They come in different kinds. This is the blemish control. Yeah, this is the blemish control, and it has two sides where you can exfoliate on one side, and then it has a smooth side for just your regular cleansing. But these I will continue to repurchase unless I really just feel like they're not making that much of a difference when it comes to my skincare. Per usual, we have my CeraVe Foam and Facial Cleanser for normal to oily skin. Now that I have a teenager in the house, I am running through this much faster. But for the price point, it's worth it. I did try to get the value brand that's comparable to this, but it wasn't the same. It was very much watered down. It ended up leading to me breaking out more, where this actually helps keep my breakouts under control because it reduces the amount of oil my skin produces throughout the day without over stripping and drying it. So neither me or my daughter have any complaints with this face wash. I think it's a great gentle cleanser. I use it to help with, washing off my makeup when I wear it. I don't wear makeup every day, but when I do, this is great at removing it without stripping my skin. And if you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. Definitely will be a staple face wash in my home. Two other items that my daughter and I love when it comes to our skincare are the micellar water and the Dickinson's Witch Hazel. I love Dickinson's brand Witch Hazel, and when it comes to the micellar water, I always get the pink top. This one is for all skin types, including sensitive skin, because it is oil-free, fragrance-free, and alcohol-free. And that is exactly what I need for my skin type. I like the little ones because I can travel with these. So if I'm ever doing an overnight and I need to remove any makeup, this doesn't take up space in my bag. Whereas this one is larger and I just keep this one at home. I don't just use this after I remove makeup. I also use it just to help, tone and balance my skin as a refresher. This one gently cleanses, conditions, and refines pores to maintain clear skin without over drying. So I absolutely love this one. I just recently found one. I stumbled across it when I was repurchasing a micellar water, I think on Amazon. It's the micellar water plus witch hazel. It has a purple top. Love that one. So for me, because I needed to tone my skin and sometimes remove makeup, that is the one I'm going to use moving forward. But you can never go wrong with the original witch hazel. Now, another cleanser that I decided to bring back into my skincare routine is by April Skin, which is a Korean skincare line. I first stumbled across this brand back when COVID was going on and we all had to wear masks, and it was during the summertime and a lot of us were breaking out from having the mask on with the heat. So I absolutely love this. Now, this is a little costly. I would say this retails for anywhere between $18 to $20. I just found out that Amazon carries this because I used to get it from the official website, and because it was shipping from overseas, it would take a while to get to me and it cost a couple of dollars more. Now that I can get this with my Amazon Prime account, I just order it from Amazon. I have it within a day or two. And like I said, you can usually use the Amazon coupons and get it for a little less than $20, but it is worth the price point. This is the Keratin Clarifying Foam Cleanser. Deep cleansing micellar foam, cleanses clogged pores and nourishes skin. When I say this deep cleans, it doesn't strip your skin. It has micellar cleansing foam. So it literally takes any buildup or dead skin or dirt. You will literally see it as you're washing your face after you. This is so creamy and gentle. I love this face wash. You lather it up. You don't need a whole lot of it. A little goes a long way. So again, for the price point, even though this is a 4.5 fluid ounce little tube, a little goes a long way. It will last. You put it on, and when you go to rinse your face and wipe with one of those cleansing towels, the results are amazing. So I will continue to repurchase this. I don't use it every day because I don't feel like I need it every day, but I do use it multiple times throughout the week just to get a nice deep cleanse in. Now this Artemisia, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Rice Essence Toner from April Skin is new to me. I just repurchased my second bottle. When I'm not using my witch hazel, I do use this after I wash my face because one, this is a great toner, but then it also helps get any leftover, you know, dirt or whatever off my face that the face wash doesn't get, especially when I'm using my CeraVe Gentle Cleanser. This one I believe is around $17 as well. You can get it off of Amazon. I don't have a coupon code or anything. I'm not an ambassador for the brand. This is just what I use, what works for me. It comes out, it doesn't have a fragrance. And when you put it on your cotton round, it looks like an oil, but it's water. Like it looks like witch hazel, the way the texture of the liquid is. I love this one. Now, I don't use this one every single day, but I do make sure I keep it in my skincare routine throughout the week. So I don't think my daughter cared for this that much. I have other products from April Skin that as I empty them, I'll bring them in an empties video and let you know what worked for us and what didn't. I love this one. This was just a like for her, but she was just recently in my bedroom closet like, Mom, where's the green bottle of the toner? And I was like, well, you said you didn't really care for it. So I kept it to myself. So I guess she needs to use it between this and my micellar water plus witch hazel. She's in my stuff. So those things will be coming up in the next empties video. But I love this for a toner. It refreshes your skin, and I highly recommend it if you want to try something outside of witch hazel. And then the last skincare product from April Skin that I have to share with you guys, this was one that I picked up during 2020 when I first started shopping with the brand. So this is something that isn't new to me. This is the Keratin Clarifying Serum. This one does help with hyperpigmentation, dark spots, and it's a brightening serum. So, and it also helps with blemishes. So I think this is around $18 as well. The whole skincare line is a little pricey, but the quality of the product for me is worth it. So when I can afford to splurge, especially when I'm running out of these products, I will re-up and repurchase them. And things that I feel like was just okay that I didn't really care for, I'll pass on it. But this is one that I use on a regular basis throughout the week, just to help with brightening and evening out my skin tone. None of those products that I discussed for skincare leave any type of residue on my skin. I can't stand that like sticky residue feel. So that is why these products I keep purchasing over and over. Because when you have oily skin, you don't want to add to the problem and have products that's leaving behind like a residue that can lead to breakout as well. So, and last but not least for my skincare, the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. If you haven't noticed, I like little things because one, I use this for my face. I don't use it all over my body. So this lasts me a good while. And again, when I'm traveling, it fits in my overnight bag perfectly. I don't have a big old bottle of facial lotion because of course, when I'm traveling, I usually pack my Bath and Body Works products, and you know how big those lotion bottles are. So this one I will always repurchase. It doesn't clog my pores. It moisturizes my skin. It doesn't leave it like oily or too shiny. So this one is nice and gentle, doesn't cause breakouts. So always will repurchase this brand lotion. Moving on to the 3 hair care items that I have. If you watched my Bath and Body Works semi-annual sale haul video, then you will see that I just recently purchased 2 of the BBW conditioners, and the scents that I went with, those fragrances, these shampoos are why I picked those. This is the OGX brand. This brand is new to me. I'm sure OGX has probably been around for a very long time, but I am just discovering it and I am loving it. And it is actually replacing my Cream of Nature shampoo that I've been using for years. So this is the Clarifying Rosemary and Mint fragrance. And then we have the Hydrate and Restore Coconut Milk. Love both of these fragrances. Both of them do a great job at cleansing my hair. I will say that this Refresh clarifying one, you know how some clarifying shampoos can be stripping. This does not do that. It cleanses your hair without over stripping it and drying it out. And then this one is super moisturizing. The coconut milk, absolutely love it. I just did both of my younger daughter, my middle and my youngest daughter's hair. I use this one because my youngest sweats a lot from her scalp. So she really needed a deep cleanse with her hair. And I use the Eucalyptus Spearmint conditioner. That one, I don't know if I just didn't use enough. That one did okay for her hair. But when I did my middle child's hair, I used the coconut milk shampoo with the Coco Shea, which I am so mad. Remember, y'all, if y'all watched, I kept saying, I think I should have got 2 Coco Shea ones. That one not only did a good job at detangling her hair, the conditioner, the scent paired so well with this shampoo, and it also had like a nice shine to it. It didn't leave any residue. The eucalyptus spearmint didn't leave any residue either. I think that's what worried me a little bit between the shampoos and conditioners from BBW, is that the shampoo was probably going to be too stripping, and then the conditioner, I don't like leave-in conditioners, but they are rinse out ones from Bath and Body Works. I was worried it would leave like a sticky residue behind. It did not. So, of course, my store is now sold out of the Coco Shea conditioner. But if Bath and Body Works restocks it, I'm definitely picking that up again. It did wonderful for my middle daughter's hair. So, and I also recommend this OGX. If you never tried either of these, they have other ones, but these are the two that I gravitate towards. And then last but not least, this is the type of conditioner that I told you guys in my BBW haul that I do like to use. And this is a leave-in like spritz, like you mist it onto your hair and you leave it in. It's not a cream. You have to shake it to activate it. And it is by Cream of Nature. It's the Strength and Shine leave-in conditioner. This moisturizes our hair really good, and it does pretty okay with detangling. This is the conditioner that I've been using for a while because I absolutely, all of our hair in this house is long and thick. And bending over my bathtub, washing my kids' hair, the last thing I want to do is put in a rinse out conditioner and have to be bent over the tub longer, rinsing it out good. So this was my go-to for a while. Plus, when I'm using like the comb and the blow dryer, I hate having product on my hand and then touching the tools. It's just an OCD thing that I have, y'all. But this was great for a leave-in conditioner. I would still purchase this one, even though I am loving the Bath and Body Works rinse out conditioners. But when I'm just not in the mood to be rinsing nothing out, I'll definitely still have this on hand in case I'm just like, we just need to do this real quick and get our hair done. But I do like this one. It does have a bit of like a chemical smell to it, but it's not bad. I like it. It's weird. It's, you know, it's not a bad, like, you know how relaxers had that chemical smell. It's not that type of smell, but it's not like a olive oil or like a pretty perfumey type of conditioner scent. But definitely will still repurchase this one. Now let's get into the Bodycare Empties. Starting with my Tree Hut scrubs, which I absolutely love. This was in the fragrance Blue Musk. This had Heartleaf and Juniper Berry. So this one, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to smell anything still. Okay. This one leaned masculine, but was also unisex, if that makes sense. It wasn't too cologne-y and it was fresh. So, and my daughter, my teenager, she does not like stuff that leans too masculine cologne-y. So she and I both used this and enjoyed it. I was shocked that she enjoyed it because I was like, this one might lean a little too masculine for her, but she loved it because it has a nice freshness to it. So I don't think Blue Musk is around anymore. So unfortunately, I won't be able to get it again. But if it comes back, I will repurchase it. Then my teenager finally finished up her birthday cake Tree Hut scrub that she was clinging onto for dear life. It literally had a drop left. I said, girl, please use it up, rinse it out, and put it in the empties pile. So she really enjoyed this. She's definitely a vanilla and gourmand girly. I don't think this one is still out. I did sniff the new ones. She and I went to Target when they first came out, the sweet cream and all that. But it wasn't nothing that we smelled that we felt like we had to have, shockingly. So I didn't get any. I may go back, re-sniff them. It's one that's called Violet something that I did like that I may get, but she really enjoyed this one. So I know if Birthday Cake comes back out again, she's definitely going to want to repurchase it. Now, Lychee Kiss. This one, I loved the fragrance. This had lychee extract, mandarin, and shea butter. The scent was very fruity and pretty. But the pigmentation, and it had glitter in it. It was so pretty. The color of it was pretty. But this was one of those ones that when you use it and you rub it in, it's so like pigmented with color and dye that it kind of stains your skin. You really got to take your time and rinse it off. So this wasn't a favorite of ours as far as the dye usage of this one, but the scent itself, my teenager and I enjoyed it. So I wouldn't repurchase this one just because it was too much. Like, I like to just put my scrub on, rinse it off, and then dry myself off and get out. This one, you really had to, like, the palms of your hands would be stained with the color. That's how bad this one was with the dye. But other than that, I did enjoy the fragrance. And the last scrub we have is the Dove Crushed Almond and Mango Butter. I love mango and body care, so my daughter and I enjoyed this one. I think I had the rice one too, the one with the light blue. I enjoyed both of those, so I would definitely repurchase them. I had to slow down because we was getting a lot of scrubs and we wasn't using them as fast, but now we breezing through them. So if I see this one and that rice one again, I would definitely pick those up. And this one, it was a moderate scrub. It was more creamy, so it wasn't as exfoliating as the Sugar Tree Hut scrubs, but I still did enjoy this one by Dove. All right, bar soaps, y'all already know it's my usual. I'm gonna try to hold them up because I got multiples. Dove Always, Dove Original. Then we have 4 bars of the Dove Sensitive and 1 bar of the Daily Silk Caress. I think this is peach. Yeah, peach and orange blossom. I love this fragrance. I like it more in the, I think it's like the silk body wash than the bar soap. So I will pass on the bar soap and just pick it up in the body wash. Then we also have the Dove body washes. This one is the pomegranate and hibiscus. Love this. I love pomegranate and hibiscus floral. So if you love that type of scent, this was nice, like a nice fruity floral body wash. And then I also picked up the anti-stress blue chamomile and oat milk, which I also enjoyed and would repurchase. Then we have the Caress Shea Butter and Brown Sugar. This one was an exfoliating body wash. Enjoyed this one. It took us a while to get through this one, I think, because I kept pulling it out and putting it away. And I believe my teenager was pairing this with her warm vanilla sugar from Bath and Body Works. I don't even know if they make this one. They probably do. I think it's the oat milk one. I think it was like an oat milk and it was brown. I don't know if they make that one anymore, but this one I believe is still around and it's exfoliating. So my daughter and I enjoyed this in the shower. So I probably would pick this one up again. Then we have 2 BBW moisturizing body washes, lavender vanilla. Y'all know I absolutely love it. And this is the honey. Did this have shea in it? This is the Cocoa Shea honey fragrance, which I also enjoyed and paired with my, I think it was like a Kim Kardashian pure honey perfume that I used with this, as well as with the lotion and the mist. The honey one, it definitely is true to its name. You gotta like honey fragrances to get into that one. In comparison to the rice one and the actual like Cocoa Shea one, this one I probably wouldn't repurchase, but I did enjoy it. And lavender and vanilla will always be a repurchase. Then I finished up 3 lotions. Pure Wonder, which was a beautiful perfumey scent. I loved it in all forms, including the candle when it came out. And my teenager enjoyed it as well. And I was shocked because she's not really a perfumey fragrance lover, but this scent she did enjoy. I also finished up Fresh Getaway, which was a nice citrusy, kind of like Dolce & Gabbana vibe fragrance. So I hope Bath & Body Works brings it back because I used my entire set and I don't have any backups of it. And then Sea Island Shore, Freshy. If you love fresh aquatic fragrances, you got to get Sea Island Shore. I'm surprised Bath & Body Works didn't bring that one back for a semi-annual sale. They usually bring it out for summer SAS, but they didn't this year. So hopefully it returns next year. They did a good job bringing Saltwater Breeze back though. So I will get them that. But I love Sea Island Shore. And if it comes back, I would definitely scoop it up because I don't have any more of it in my stash. And then the last of the body washes, we have Strawberry Soda, which this was my teenager's. Definitely smelled like a sweet strawberry scent. I wasn't a fan of this one, but her and my 2 other daughters enjoyed it. So they finished it up. White Tea and Sage, absolutely love it. It needs to return in body care again. And this glazed pumpkin had me in a chokehold. I did not care that summer was approaching. I was still using my glazed pumpkin. And I hope this one returns in the fall, this upcoming fall season. I feel like the shower gel didn't have as much of the spice in it. If I remember, I think it was mostly the lotion. Yeah, this was more the vanilla glaze and the caramel. But the lotion and the mist had some of that pumpkin spice in it that gave it that fall vibe. Oh my gosh, so good. So it blends so well. The notes with the vanilla cream and the caramel was amazing. I almost slept on getting glazed pumpkin and I'm glad I didn't because I really enjoyed it and I hope it comes back. I got less than half a bottle of mist and I got a good amount of the lotion left. So fingers crossed it comes back this fall. And my final bag is full of fine fragrance mist and perfume. So this is the Not Another Cherry, right? Yeah, Not Another Cherry by Finery. I enjoyed this one, and I enjoyed pairing it with a lot of my cherry fragrances, like fine fragrance mist from Bath and Body Works. So I would definitely repurchase this one. It didn't lean like medicinal cherry. It was actually a good cherry fragrance. Y'all, I be spraying. I don't be leaving nothing. But yeah, I liked this one. I did like this one. I enjoyed it. So I'm not sure if this one is still around, but if I get back into wearing my cherry, I kind of took a break from my cherry fine fragrance mist. But if I did get back into them, I would see if I could get this on the Target website, even if it's not available in the store. In the Stars, I just told y'all in my Bath and Body Works stash haul that I love In the Stars. And anytime I see it, I'm going to pick it up. This is one of my favorites of the signature core scents that's at BBW. And this packaging was beautiful. I loved how they redid this packaging. So y'all already know how I feel about In the Stars. Always a repurchase. Woo, y'all, almost had a heart attack when I saw this in there. This is Snowflakes and Cashmere. Now, I absolutely love it. But I was about to say, I know I didn't use my bottle of this yet. The gold faceted bottle, when I first experienced Snowflakes and Cashmere back in like winter 2021, I get it every year. I stocked up on that baby so much and used it so much. I think I had one more gold bottle, and then I picked it up in, I think, this packaging. But this is my daughter's. So she ran through this one. I still have mine. Even if it comes back, I still will pick it up. I love Snowflakes and Cashmere. Such a beautiful fragrance. If you have not experienced it, it has scent notes of vanilla, cashmere cream, caramel woods, and frosted clementine. I don't really get the clementine, but it's a nice, beautiful cashmere scent. Cozy for the wintertime. Highly recommend it if you never tried it. Then we have Musk number 3, I believe. Yeah. This I love. This reminded me of Book Loft. To me. Nothing. Wait, I got a little something. Yeah, this reminded me of Book Loft, and I don't know if I backed this one up, and I don't know why. I think it might be because I purchased 2 If You Musk. Not saying that that's a Book Loft dupe, and then Book Loft finally came out in the Bodycare, and I bought the lotion, the shower gel, and the mist. So even though I didn't back this one up, I secured Book Loft. This has musk, mimosa flower, and rice milk. And if you love Book Loft, well, this one is not available anymore, but if you love the Book Loft fragrance in candle form, this was like the first mist, I believe, that came out that was similar to that scent. Then I finally finished up my berry waffle cone from 2021. When this was out for winter SAS, I think it was winter SAS. It might have been the summer SAS. I picked up the lotion and the mist. I have less than half a bottle of lotion left. Shockingly, this was one that I really enjoyed, and I definitely wasn't a gourmand lover in body care or candles back then, but I loved the way this smelled on me and my kids. Berry waffle cone, I don't think has been out in body care since, I want to say 2021. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this has notes of sweet summer berries, golden waffle cone, creamy vanilla, and that is exactly what you get. A sweet, creamy berry, like ice cream scent with the waffle cone. So definitely gourmand. The waffle cone note didn't pull. I know some people say some gourmand notes like waffle cone or like the pumpkin pecan waffles can kind of give off like a feet smell with their body chemistry. I didn't get that at all, thank God. And it smelled amazing on my kids when I put this on them for bedtime. And we even wore this as daytime fragrances out during the spring and summer. So really enjoyed this one. I don't think it came back in candle form this summer. I don't know why, but hopefully we'll see it return next year. Another scent I also finished up recently is Denim and Daisies. I remember when I first tried this one, it might have been between 2022, 2023. This one is from, is this 2022? So I must have tried the first one back in 2021 or something, or probably before that, because I think I got that one when I wasn't heavy into buying body care from Bath and Body Works. So this one was just a nice, fresh, like airy, delicate floral fragrance. And while it did have some type of linen accord to it, it wasn't like your typical laundry, powdery, cotton linen type of scent. It did have like a denim vibe to it. And again, the daisy floral was nice and delicate. So This was more of a skin scent. It wasn't really strong and long lasting. So this was one I would mist on heavily if I was just relaxing in the house. I wouldn't really try to wear it out as like a perfumey scent. But it was a good one for if you just wanted like a nice, fresh, subtle fragrance while you were like just relaxing around the house. I love it. I probably would pick it up again if it came back out, but it's also one that I feel like I had it twice before, so I could also pass on it as well. Then we have Cocoa Paradise. Why, oh why did I not back this one up? This had salted coconut manoi, sugar neroli, and bronze sandalwood. Beautiful. One of the best body care coconut fragrances. Bath & Body Works does coconut pretty good, in my opinion, when it comes to home fragrance and body care. And this one was so smooth. It wasn't like a tropical, fruity, sweet coconut. The neroli in it didn't make it too sunscreeny. Like, it was just a beautiful bronze, like coconut, like smooth coconut fragrance with some sweetness to it without being like fruity tropical. That's the best way I can explain it. Had a little perfumey vibe to it from the sandalwood, and that sandalwood with the coconut manoi gave it that like nice creamy coconut fragrance. Smooth, not sharp. This is one I hope will be a bring back next summer, you know. Bring this one back, Cocoa Paradise, please, and in the candle as well. Bath & Body Works. Then we have Cozy Season. This has scent notes of soft lavender, golden honey, and creamy oak. This was a nice, I would say I got more of the lavender and the oak with some sweetness to it. It wasn't really too much honey in the fine fragrance mist. It might have been in the lotion. I'm trying to think that I get in the body cream or the lotion. I'm not sure. And if I did get in the body cream, I probably had to get rid of it because it went bad. But Cozy Season, this collection was so pretty with like the little like cable knit sweater design on it. I think ivory cashmere was in this one. Sweater weather was in this collection. What's the other one? Pink suede. Oh, this collection was so good. I love lavender fragrances. So anytime I can get my hands on a good lavender scent in body care or candles, I will. But yeah, I feel like I got more lavender and oak than honey with this one. But this was a nice, cozy bedtime fragrance. Then we have Golden Hour Coast, which is another one that I feel Bath & Body Works snatched when it came to the packaging. This had Autumn Drive. And it was another one, I think, in this collection. It might have been 3 or 4 of them. This had notes of Sunkissed Bergamot, Golden Pear, and Radiant Woods. And I know for some people, this one leaned a little too masculine for them. But like I said, when Bath & Body Works does a pear note, I usually enjoy it. I would say this was a nice unisex scent because you did get the pear. It wasn't dominant on the bergamot, which kind of gave it that cologne-y vibe. And mostly on a dry down is when you got some woodiness from it. So this was a beautiful fall fragrance. I really enjoyed this fine fragrance mist. Then I have 2 mini fine fragrance mists. Now the happy birthday mist was gifted to my youngest daughter. That little girl, I think she was 3 or 4 when I bought her this. She loved Into the Night. And that is one of the most perfumey scents. It's up there with In the Stars. And she was just, oh, mommy, Into the Night. But I was like, oh, that's a little too grown for you to wear. So when I saw they came out with this as a birthday gift, I got her this. And she finally finished it. So this was like a vanilla birthday cake fragrance. And then we have Watermelon Mojito. I enjoyed this one. I think this one came back as an online exclusive, but I stayed away from the website to keep from ordering more stuff that I needed to buy during the semi-annual sale. But I really did enjoy Watermelon Mojito, and my youngest loved this happy birthday mist. Then we have Choco Musk. Now, I finished a bottle of this, and because I had it, my daughter loved it, and she wanted this, so I think I just purchased it for her on a whim. This was a nice, like, chocolate, kind of like marshmallow fragrance. You can get this off of Amazon, I think, for like $10. So if you enjoy like chocolate marshmallow scents, then definitely pick this one up. For me, it was long lasting on my skin. And I'm not a big chocolate fan, but I really enjoyed this one in the EDP. Then I finished up 2 of the fragrances that were gifted to me from the clone, which I did dedicated reviews of. This one is Rouge Veil, and this one is Lost in Symphony. Rouge Veil is your Baccarat Rouge, In the Stars, Ariana Grande Cloud dupe. And then Lost in Symphony, I forgot what this is a dupe of, but this is like a fresh grapefruit fragrance with some greenery from the geranium note. It's not like a geranium floral note. Unisex scent, but some would feel it probably leans a little too masculine, but it didn't pull too masculine on me. I enjoyed both of these and I would repurchase them. Then we have Jimmy Choo Iceman. I love this frosted bottle. This is another like citrusy, kind of masculine leaning, but not too masculine to where I couldn't pull it off. Nice, fresh, citrusy fragrance for the spring and summer. This one, and compared to Dior, I think it's called Dior Homme. I think that's how you pronounce it. I liked that one more, but this one wasn't bad. So if I wanted affordable, because this one might have been $30 or less, and I think I got it from Fragrance Net or Fragrance X, one of those websites. If you want a quick, like nice citrusy, this is great for a man, but if you are into like fresh citrusy, slightly cologne fragrances without them being too cologne-y masculine leaning, then you could probably pull this one and enjoy it. But this is one that I will also repurchase. And I also layered it with other like fresh aquatics or citrusy scents from BBW. Then we have my Coach EDP. I don't have the scent notes for this. I can't remember if it was like a Turkish rose scent note, but overall it was a rose floral fragrance. And I don't even know how to get it to, there's probably nothing left in here. Oh, a little bit. Yeah, you gotta love like those, like it's not a mature rose, but it is like a fresh powdery rose scent. Absolutely love this one. Strong and long lasting on me, and I would definitely repurchase it. Now, my teenager, I love Lattafa, the House of Lattafa, but she is obsessed. I don't know if this one is just called Yara, because you know they have all of the other flanker fragrance, not flankers, but like all of the other fragrances, like the color bottles. The light pink one was the first one that she got, and she absolutely fell in love with it and went crazy. So every time she needed it, when she emptied one, I had to repurchase it for her. Now she has all the colors. She has the dark pink one. She has the white one. She has the orange. Is it orange or yellow? I think it's orange. And then she has the other one that's like the rose gold. Now, every time I smelled this on her, it smelled so nice. I didn't get this one yet. It's kind of fruity. I'm mostly getting like a soft fruity with maybe like a floral background. Kind of fresh. Maybe a little powdery. Yeah, but I like this one. Every time I smelled it on her, I liked it. So I have yet to get this one for myself, but she really enjoyed this fragrance. And then last but not least, we have my baby In the Stars in a little mini EDP. I looked up on these at the outlet a couple of years ago, and I think they had 6, and I bought all 6. And I believe I have like 1.5 left. This needs to be around all the time, BBW. In the Stars and Into the Night. Needs to be around in the EDP at all times. Absolutely love it. And if I ever catch it again, whether it's in a mini or a full-size bottle, I would definitely repurchase it. That's it, you guys. That's all I have for my hygiene empties for the month of June. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you happen to like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, bye.